In the heart of the roaring 20s, Hollywood was the glittering jewel in America's crown, a beacon of glamour and sophistication that set the stage for the golden era of cinema. This was a time when the silver screen was king, and the stars of Hollywood were the royals. The 20s saw the birth of the talkies, movies that broke the silence and filled the theaters with the sound of music, laughter, and, for the first time, the spoken word. Stars like Charlie Chaplin and Clara Bow ruled the box office, their faces etched into the hearts and minds of the public. The jazz age was in full swing and Hollywood was dancing to its tune. As the 30s rolled in, Hollywood was hit by the Great Depression, but the Dream Factory didn't stop. It produced escapist films, comedies, musicals, and love stories. The public needed a distraction and Hollywood provided it. Stars like Clark Gable, Jean Harlow, and Greta Garbo shone bright in this era. In the 40s, Hollywood was at war. With the backdrop of World War II, the film industry produced patriotic films, war dramas, and film noir. It was a time of change and challenge. The era of Humphrey Bogart, Katharine Hepburn, and Orson Welles. Then came the fabulous 50s. Hollywood was in full technicolor, big-budget musicals, epic dramas, and the birth of science fiction. The stars of this era, Marilyn Monroe, James Dean, and Elizabeth Taylor, were larger than life. And finally, the rebellious 60s. Hollywood was pushing boundaries. The studios were losing control as independent filmmakers emerged. It was the time of Audrey Hepburn, Paul Newman, and Sidney Poitier. To summarize, the golden era of Hollywood was an enchanting period of cinematic history. It started with the silent films of the 20s, moved through the escapist cinema of the 30s, the patriotic films of the 40s, the technicolor dreams of the 50s, and ended with the rebellious spirit of the 60s. Each decade was unique. Each had its own set of stars, its own style, its own story to tell. But one thing remained constant: Hollywood's ability to captivate, to inspire, and to entertain. This was a time when the silver screen was the canvas and the stars were the paint, creating a masterpiece that has stood the test of time. As our journey through the celluloid history comes to a pause, we turn to you, dear viewer. What does classic mean to you? Is it the silent film's raw emotion, the patriotic fervor of the wartime cinema, or the technicolor dreams of the 50s? Maybe it's the rebellious spirit of the 60s that resonates with you. We invite you to share your thoughts, your favorite cinematic era, or your most beloved movie stars in the comments below. Your contribution is a valuable part of this exploration, and we're eager to hear your perspective. And, as with any great movie, this journey doesn't have to end here. Pick another video from our channel and let's continue our journey through the fascinating world of cinema. Let's keep brain bending together, one reel at a time. Over to you, fellow film enthusiasts.